Okay, good evening everybody, and welcome for the final time this season. Another live stream from JPTV, and it's the final round of the F3 season. So depending on how your season's gone, you're either glad to see the back of it or sorry to see it go. I can tell you from my own personal experience, I'm glad to see the back of it, to be honest, but never mind. Just in case you've been living in a cave for the last couple of weeks, as in spit my words out, the Drivers' Championship has been sewn up. That happened back in Mexico, and it's gone to Rocco. Obviously, this will be his last race in the F3 division as he goes to F1 next season. So that is a Drivers' Championship sewn up. There is a slim chance for the McLaren team of Bad Boy and Abiodun to snatch away the Constructors' title from Rocco and Robot Sophie, but with that 15-point deficit, I don't really see that being turned around. But this is F1 or F3 really, and so anything could happen, especially in mixed weather conditions, which is likely in Japan. So that's that. As ever, Ash is with me, and this is the first time I've spoken to Ash since last week's stream. And so, Ash, I just want to say congratulations on your not only for your FP title, but your prestigious F1 title, and far more importantly, being my co-commentator for the season.
Yeah, I'm really glad to actually be co-commentating with you. Thanks for that also. But yeah, mainly I want to thank you for letting me be by your side. Of course, this has been a league which has been special to me, and some seasons really I've improved through F3. Most champions are made in F3, and that seems to prove. So yeah, I'm really glad to be able to commentate on this league, see some good talent, and mainly just enjoy myself with you in here. It has been a great season to commentate with you.
Yeah, I like that. Just in case that this should be the last time we commentate together, just want to say how much of a pleasure it's been commentating with you this season, most of the time. I don't know what's going to happen next season, but what will be will be. But anyway, moving on. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been watching my streams this season. It's probably my second full season now I've done commentary. I'm getting more and more subscribers every season, so that's great. So if any of you are watching the stream now and haven't subscribed, well, hit that subscribe button and like button. That'd be awesome. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I have commentating on it. Obviously this is the final race of the season, 13-round season. So Brazil was cancelled because of the PSN issues back in week 3, I think it was. But anyway, inevitably there's going to be some movement as we move on to next season. But sticking with this season for the time being, Ash is we've talked about Rocco enough already. He is a champion. But is there any other drivers that have stood out for you this season?
Well, Frizo has definitely been a big standout. Not for good reasons, but we know what reasons. Other drivers who have stood out to me, Abiodun, he's been on top form. He's been really pacey. Overall, Churro has done pretty well. Of course, had his ups and downs, but eventually came to get a podium in Italy. So yeah, great stuff from him there. Wait, it was Mexico, wasn't it? Yeah. Some others, Car World also at the beginning of the season, pre-season, he was mighty quick. He had his ups and downs too, but yeah, definitely impressed me towards the start of the season. And Flair also, I mean, he's pacey. So yeah, some good standouts, and I haven't mentioned some people, but yeah, well, there's a lot of talent in here, so.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really add anything to that. Yeah, it's just a shame for Abbey Odin, really. Narrowly missed out on an F6 title last season, and he's come up short again in the season. I think he's moving to F2 next season, I believe, so he'll be looking to bounce back and maybe crunch a title there. But yeah, I think one person who's struggled this season, unfortunately, is BUA9. He's been there for most races, so kudos to him for that, but he has struggled this season. Former F6 champion, of course. Hasn't really found his feet in F3 yet, but I'm sure he'll be looking to bounce back next season. And looks like we've got 14 drivers for the final race of the season, and as ever, as you move through the seasons, there's inevitably going to be people who are going to leave the grid. The season hasn't gone the way they wanted it to, or just getting frustrated about the results and this, that and the other, and or people being kicked, of course. So yeah, we've got a slightly depleted grid for the last race, but never mind. But anyway, so Ash, what's your thoughts about Japan? Obviously a very successful track for you this week. So what do you like about it?
Rain. Love it. I mean, best thing about it, like, rain, like, I can't get nothing. Yeah, but seriously, Japan love the track when it's not raining. When it is raining and I'm caught out in a bad time with very old tyres defending from my championship rival 6 stems behind me, it can kind of get very nerve-wracking. So this track will bring out all the skills in you. You really do need to respect this track to get a good lap time and really just stay consistent. So yeah, I love this track in the dry. Really fast, really flowing for me, really smooth, and satisfaction flows through you when you get it nailed, completely nailed. But then it rains, and then you're just shitting yourself because you have no grip whatsoever. So yeah, rain will definitely mix things up, and well, so far there is a high chance of rain, to be fair, so you can see anything.
Okay, one thing I've just noticed is that Robot Sophie isn't here, so that slightly puts Rocco on the back foot a bit, but again, that 15-point deficit is going to be too much to overcome, I think. But she may turn up, you never know. We've still got a few seconds, but for the minute she's not here. So yeah, yeah, I haven't really got gone.
Yeah, we're going, I think.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, people are ready up. From is not ready up. Yeah, I mean, confusion everywhere. But anyways, we're gonna get going. So yeah.
Just found out in the chat that the gap is 17 points, but by my calculations, it should be less than that. But anyway. Yeah, we're going for the final time this season, and I must remember not to for the final time this season to skip the intro.
Yeah, so Frizzo has asked which track are you looking more forward to, Le Baguette Grand Prix or Le Beer Grand Prix?
Le Beer.
Okay. I personally want to see La Baguette because it's a new track, so yeah, it should be interesting. I mean, always fun driving a new track.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's just prepare for the rain, because if it's not raining, I'm gonna be surprised.
It's rain! But having said that, though, in F5 last night it was raining, but the DRS was still turned on, so people were still setting some good times on the dry tyres. It was raining, but it wasn't raining hard enough for inters. So I think it's similar sort of weather to last night, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. If I can get what tyres, they're all on dry tyres. So yeah, exactly the same as F5 last night.
Yeah. So did it dry up in F5?
No, it rained all qualifying. It didn't. It's just rained so constantly. Oh, Sao Paulo.
Tom Killer's out first.
Sao Paulo is on the intermediates, but he's the only one so far. I'm not sure who was first on track. It was Sao. Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So we're gonna go on board with him. This is, by the way, off topic. Last day of my holidays, so rip me. It's back to school. I'm depressed again. And anyways, Tom, it's gonna be very slippery for him, really. Dry tires on a wet-turning track, it's not particularly easy, especially if you're using no traction.
Yeah, definitely it is going to be slippy for a lot of people. I think Abiodun had got past Tom Killer then, so he's going to be the first one to settle the fine lap. Or was it Bad Boy? No, it was
Bad Boy.
I'm just trying to think who's further on track. It is Bad Boy, isn't it? Yeah, okay, got it. So we'll stay on board with him.
Yeah, he's gonna enter the straight now. It'll be interesting if these guys can take 130R fly in the wet, because it's really easy to lose the rear grip.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway, as we head through 130R, Ash for the very final time this season, do a hot lap first, please.
So, Bad Boy coming through the last quarter now. We've got to be careful on the throttle here in the wet to make sure you don't slip and slide. The RS open though for Bad Boy, and it seems to be pretty good conditions, reasonably good conditions. As we head into turn 1, pretty tricky corner in the wet. Very early braking for Bad Boy though, but he manages that pretty well, obviously a bit slidey. Now into the S's, pretty nicely, clipping the apexes so far. You want to get a bit onto this curve, but just clips instead on the inside for this right-hander, and then this left should be flat out, but it won't be due to the wet conditions. So pretty good as we round off the first sector, of course. It's going to be Degna on the exit now. Degna 1, 6th gear for Bad Boy, shooting down to 3rd for Degna 2, getting that curve correctly and beautifully, to be fair. Now heading into the hairpin, pretty tricky braking zone as you really have to turn in whilst you're braking. Very, very wide there, so that's going to lose him a 10th or 2 as we head into this long right-hander that heads into Spoon. Ironically, a spoon-shaped corner. Spoon now, 5th gear. He'll shift down to 4th for the second part of Spoon, and yeah, that's done pretty nicely to prevent it, trashing up the exit of Spoon and heading into 130. Will he take a flat out? I don't think he will. And slight lift, yeah, still a bit slidey there. Wheel twitches, but shifting down into 3rd gear, maybe 2nd, but 16th, 3rd, through the slash chicane, ending off the banker as we head through the last corner. DRS open, it's a 40.7 for the banker.
A spoon-shaped corner. You won't find that kind of commentary in any other stream, ladies and gentlemen, as Abiod and his teammate is going to the pits. So I'm just off our neck. Well, I'm trying to think where he is now. He's come up to 130R, just gone round the Spoon. See what he can do. So they've all gone on super soft. I'm surprised actually no one's tried to go on the soft tyres, to be honest. I thought they might be a little bit quicker in these sort of conditions, but obviously not. Let's see what he can do as he goes through the lash chicane. Alice Keller.
Yeah, Alice Keller says
141.4. So Bad Boy setting a benchmark with low win at 140. Oh, Chulo goes fastest, 143. Who hates the rain, but not on this occasion.
I mean, no ABS is pretty difficult in the rain, so props to him for that. I really struggle without ABS, but Notorious goes 5th so far, last of those who have sad time. Sao Paulo is struggling on those dry tires, on those inters though. But we'll stick on board with Bois, he's the next one that's going to cross the line, so...
Yeah, so in F5 last night, it was the quicker times were being set at the end of the session, even though the rain was constant. So it's interesting to see how this is going to play out, as he does a 1:43.0. Flying Foam is not flying at all. He's just gone off. So disappointing for him. As
well,
the two gone.
The faster, the longer in the session, well, the further in the session, basically, because the cars are driving around the track constantly, there's going to be a dry line forming, so the grip will be better on that dry line, and so that's why later on in the session it will be better for tires.
Okay, I'm on board onto the podium at the minute, who's got one last opportunity to shut me up in the podium interviews later on, but I'll be surprised if he gets there, but you never know.
He's on this.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. That's why I was on him. I've got a couple of Ask JPs in here, but I will try and get to them when I can. Actually, we'll do one of them now. What do I think of Danny Rick's overtake on Valtteri Bottas? Yeah, pretty decent move. I think Danny Rick is probably the bravest overtaker on the grid, and yeah, that came out of nowhere. Not only on Lewis Chillover tyres, not only on Valtteri Bottas, but Lewis Hamilton as well. I think Chillover's just retired manually there by the looks of it. Not really sure why he's done that with so much time left in the session, but anyway. What do I think of Verstappen's onto podium, comes in the pit? What do I think of Verstappen's overtake on Vettel? I think it was there for the taking, but he's just got his braking wrong, and yeah, he's ploughed right into him obviously, and so not good for both of those drivers. But good, decent drive from Verstappen anyway. But as we bit of lag from Carwell.
Personally, I feel that Verstappen's driving is just a bit too aggressive, and like he just actually needs to improve it, because that's 2 incidents in a row. So I mean, it's not coincidental. It's just the driver's driving style on fresh tires. You shouldn't really be making those kind of mistakes. So just saying.
Yeah. So yeah, that is that. So Car World, I think he's starting a flying lap. He's got traffic of Sao Paulo in front of him, I believe. Who's on his out lap, but hopefully he'll get away. So what do you think about Chillo retiring? I'm not sure. That's a bit strange his decision, that is.
It really is, because it's now stopped raining. Ooh, Carwell, he's gone off, and oh, that was a big slide. Thankfully he saved it, but yeah, that was still some. I think Chillo just thought he can go quicker. I mean, it's drying out now really quickly. So
it has dried out, yeah.
Yeah, so I think he might just be hitting his head right now.
So,
I mean, you could have tried at least. Anyways, Car World ending his lap up. This is going to be a pretty shocking lap. I mean, it's decent, but
1:39.0. It's still the fastest lap of the race, of the qualifying.
But that's because it stopped raining.
Yeah.
So it could be meh. Anyway, Sao Paulo next will be to cross the line. So I'm just gonna go on board with him for now.
I think that probably explains why onto the podium as pitted, which makes Chillo's decision to retire all that bad. He could be starting from back of the grid at this rate. There's a yellow flag and set to 1 and 2. Not really sure what it is. Well, that's inevitable, really, isn't it? So Sao Paulo should set a reasonable time on those soft tyres. Track probably still a little bit damp. So, but yeah, 2 minutes left in the session now. and they're all starting to come out the pit lane now, start doing the out laps. Notorious and, well, we're all on out laps now, yeah, they're coming out.
Yeah, well, Sal Powell, will he be able to do Spoon correctly? I mean, he does that pretty well. You really don't put that inside curve on Spoon, because you will literally get flinged out. Well, you're just going to lose all grip. So that's talking from experience here. So yeah, just don't clip that curve and you'll be completely fine. Clip it and you're just going into the wall, spinning, or causing a major incident.
So what can he do? Is it goes 1:33.8.
So that's a lap without mistakes. Also, by the way, Chulo said, I don't think, not sure if you saw that yet, he couldn't get up the hill for a hairpin. That's why he retired.
Oh, what a shame. Frame goes fastest, 1:31.7.
Daddy!
I don't know what that means, but anyway. I think, is it Tom Killer? Or, yeah, no, VSR. No. Tom Killer is the first. He's going to be the next one to set a lap, I believe.
Yeah, heading to his spoon. Pretty nicely done, to be fair, sir. Yeah, pretty good stuff as we head to 130R. Let's just hope he. Well, it's fully dry now, so we should be seeing 28. That's what I mean. We still can see a little bit of rain, so 29, maybe. So we'll see. But he'll cross the line. It's going to be a 30.4 so far. So the track really drying, and Carl has to stick it in P4. Finishes this session there. I think not Walker.
Yes, our Charles goes quickest.
Yeah, well,
onto podium's going to be next one to cross the line, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, well, heading through the straight, DRS Open 30.7, only P3 for now.
So I think the longer you left it to stay out, the quicker you're going to be at the end of the session. Rocco is going to be the next one to set a time as he goes slightly right. Okay, I'll go bog with him then quickly as he comes to the last chicane. Currently P10.
DRS Open, that's just going to be a 30.4. Oh, putting him only in P3.
I was there.
Where's
Bad boy, I believe was going to be the next one to cross the line, and he's gone quickest.
No,
Has Rocco gone quickest?
28.7.
What's going to be able to do? Oh, only P2. So it's only Notorious and BUA9 left. Oh, and Tom Killer as well. He might go pole. BUA9 only P10.
Oh, he's cut that now. That's already done. Yeah, he's switching field modes now.
Oh, that is your final qualifying of the season done and dusted, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah,
well, that's the final qualifying. I mean, it's been quite hectic, to be fair. Lots of conditions, but Waco starts on pole. It is aimed to win the constructors on his own, with Babiot in second and Bad Boy in third, just attempting to get that constructors and fighting for it. Charles in fourth, with Alice Killer in fifth, from aka Daddy in sixth, with Chia Chia in seventh, Tom Killer in eighth, Osterbo in ninth, with Boa rounding off in top 10, Notorious in 11th, South Powell in 12th, only one on the softest at a time, Carl in 13th, and Chulo in 14th. Chulo running outfield and unable to climb the hill up the hairpin.
Oh, that's a shame for him. Yeah, so and it's at least for the time being dry weather. It's slightly overcast, but I'd say looking at that sky, it's going to stay dry all race, but you never know. So yeah.
That should be a pretty interesting finale. Of course, you don't want to cause a major incident. I mean, maybe one of the McLarens will want to Senna Waco, but I mean, you don't want to ban, so yeah. It should be interesting turn one. I mean, like, you'll want, obviously want clean. You'll want, I mean, the McLarens will want to be aggressive, so they can, because they're in an attempt to win the constructors. So yeah, be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited for the last time this. Oh, and here we go.
So we'll have 5 red lights. And away we go for the finale of Japanese Grand Prix. Wako getting a decent getaway, a bit wobbly on the throttle. Now Abiodun on the inside looks for the move. Down the inside, contact has been made. And Abiodun just gets the move done as Bad Boy sticks it in P3. Alice Killer might make a move on Charles. Side by side 3S's, they tried it. And now Daddy is going to try it around the outside. Now the inside, Bro cannot make it there. Well, can make it there, and Alice has dropped down to P6. Onto the podium is in P7, so improved by a bit, while also in P8. And Notorious and Chulo going side by side. Chulo gets past, and now Sao Paulo may look for a move on Notorious, but that may have affected his run as he tried to move. Now Coral could look for a move. No, he doesn't. Have to stick behind for now. Cheetah in 13th, Top Killer in 14th. Top does have damage, so this could be very, very interesting to see now as Wako will want to try and get past Abiodun, but I suspect Abiodun will try and push Wako down so Bad Boy could get in front, but anything can really happen. And well, Sao Paulo has had an incident, drops down to P13, so Alice Killer all over the back of From. He could try dive bomb up the inside, he tries it, sticks his wing in, From leaves him room, but Alice Killer tries to switch back, hits the back of From a bit, thankfully no damage, and he'll have slipstream as we head into turn 1. Abiodun sets a pass and and then Alice Killer, side by side, Rich Mixture has a lot of fuel to burn, has the superior straight line speed as they head into turn 1. On the inside, From round the outside tries it to stick it to defend that move and does that successfully as Bois that spun it. He spun and he's in the wall. That's half his front wing gone, and that's not what Bois wants, not what he wants for a finale. Chia also loses the back end. That's lost him a couple positions too. Now he's in P13. And Wako and Abiodun very close together. Wako tries to move from the inside of Abiodun, but can't make it stick. But Abiodun goes a bit wide, and now Wako might try and grab the outside through the hairpin. Will he make it stick? Tires banging all over the place. And no, that was a big side by Walker. That's getting that for P2. And now McLaren is winning the championship on the stage. So this is insane stuff. And now Walker might need to defend from Charles as we added to Spoon. Insane stuff here. Walker really dropping positions. This is not what he needs right now. He really needs just to get in front, win this race. And that should be an easy construction, but it's not as simple as that. These Bad Boy and Abiodun very fast drivers, so yeah, sorry about that first lap.
No, great exciting couple of laps there. Rocco.
Chulo making a move onto the podium, tries around the outside. Sorry about this. From set the pass time, and Chulo has made that move done on the softs also.
Yeah, some interesting tyre strategies here. Cartwell in P9 on those medium tyres. That's a strange strategy choice for him. He's obviously looking for a one-stop. First corner, Abiodun was a bit of a hero into turn 1. Pushed Rocket slightly out wide, but all's fair in my opinion. And yeah, it's a perfect situation now for the McLaren team.
Charles makes a move. Charles makes a move on Wako. So sorry, and he's made a move on Wako. Oh my god, that move was insane. 3 second time.
Yeah, so currently the McLaren teams are scoring 28 points with Rocco only scoring 8. So McLaren's are in a great position for the constructors, but it is only lap 3, ladies and gentlemen. So anything can happen still in this race. Don't know what the weather's going to play out yet. As Frome is now onto the back of Rocco. I don't know if Rocco's got some wing damage or what, but
no, he's got half the wing. He's got half the wing.
Yeah, I thought
half the wing.
Yeah, so Chulo doing well in P7 on those soft tyres. Interesting to see what he can do from there. He's made up a lot of places in the first few laps of his race. Frome, it would look like to going down the inside of Rocco. Thinks better of it. Will Rocco pit? No, he stays out. As Abio does the last lap of the race, yeah. Throwing move DRSO. He's got to make this move here, and yeah, it's like taking candy from a baby as he goes into P4. And yeah, Alice Killer fancies a bit of that as well, as onto the podium gets a 3-second time penalty. So yeah, exciting stuff here for the last. Oh my god, yeah, I've just seen that. Charles right onto the back of Bad Boy now. So yeah, the constructors title isn't going to be. Well, sorry, I think a bit of carbon fibre slipped up from somewhere. Does that come off for Toro Rosso? I don't know if that's.
No. I'm checking who has wing damage. Waco does. Chulo does. Tom Killer doesn't. Tom Killer goes wide. He smashed into the wall. Oh, he lost his wing, and that's essentially his race over. Oh no. Clips the grass, and that's him over. So, unlucky there. So, yeah, Top Killer definitely does not have a win now. I can confirm.
Well, yeah, that's bad news, man. And Flair goes, well, Charles, yeah, whatever his name is, we're going inside the Bad Boy through 130R, and yeah, he gets that move done. But Bad Boy,
that's 10 seconds. That's 5 seconds. Stop go. That's going to be a bigger penalty. That's got to be. I mean, I don't think 5 seconds stop go will be satisfactory enough, because look at the amount of time he's gained on Bad Boy there.
Yeah, interesting that. See how that develops. Alice Killer is all over the back of Rocco now, but as I say, Flying Foam hasn't really got anywhere past. Well, he has got past Rocco, but he's not really made his way up the road at all. Rocco's struggling, I think, but Throne isn't catching up onto the back of the Bad Boy at all. So, and Chulo about 3.5 seconds down the road.
Oh, Charles has spun it! Charles has spun it! And he's round, and he's definitely round. So yeah. That's basically it for him. Karma, I guess. Yeah, he's just waiting for an opportunity to turn
Tom
around.
Killer pit, and he is definitely round. As Carwell has come under pressure from Sao Paulo now, and Charles has left the session. Not a great end to the season for him. Thanks to that, that's my ear's gone. Sao Paulo going slightly wide there from Spoon. As he's on the quicker tyre at this stage of the race. But Carwell doing a decent job by NPA. There's from 7th and 8th for Williams too. But onto the podium is catching up back up to Chilo now. So interesting to see how that battle develops. But yeah, so McLaren's back in the driving seat, as it were.
Yeah, Alice Killer can make a move on Waco, looks for the inside, is on the inside, into turn 1, clipped the inside majorly, that's got his back end all over the place. Waco will try to come back, and well, that's not good for Alice Killer. Thankfully, leaving the lobby will now give you a penalty unless you disconnect, so next season, so that's good to see. Yeah,
I don't think the slipstream is that good on this circuit anyway, but every little helps, of course.
It's crucial.
What, around Japan?
You have nowhere else to overtake apart from with slipstream.
That's what I mean. There's no straights, is there? Really, there's no massive straights. That's what I mean.
No, you have to use slipstream to basically overtake, and that's the only other way is your opponent getting your opponent making a mistake.
Okay.
Like with Monza, slipstream is more crucial, but still, this circuit, for a circuit that doesn't have many overtaking spots, or good overtaking spots, is going to be crucial for slipstream.
Oh, interesting that. But it's only one person left so far. He usually takes about 1 or 2 people. But anyway, onto Podium now, looking to the back of Chulo. Won't get maybe moved down here. He will have DRSO going to the start-finish straight. Currently in P7. Yeah, a bit too far back to make a move, I would say. But Alice Killer try and get back to back of Rocco now. To get
Chulo doing well with that wing damage. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's right. Yeah, after Asuka has made that mistake, he will want to get that P4 back from Rocco, who's struggling with his wing damage. And Throne now is kind of catching up to the back of Bad Boy. I wonder if Bad Boy's got some wing damage. I was going to go and bore him. No,
Nope.
You sure it's not a end plate missing there on the right hand side?
No, that's
Okay.
the usual McLaren. I've seen this McLaren for like 2 seasons straight, plus some
Oh
FP.
no, Sao Paulo is retired, and that's just gone past the bridge, which seems a very odd place to.
Second Degner.
No, it's
You can really-
it's gone past the second. It's gone past the bridge.
Yeah, back end.
Yeah,
You can
that's
really lose the back end through there.
strange
And that's
place
probably
to retire. But anyway,
he's probably made contact earlier on and the car just slid. So
we're effectively down to 12 runners. But yeah, Frome is he's left it to the very last race of the season, but he's on fire today. Let's see what he can do from there. He might have just spoiled a McLaren party. Only 1.2 seconds behind Bad Boy now, and the McLarens are very close together. Actually, only a couple of seconds between them. As Chulo is just about maintaining that 3.5 second gap, it would be to. But he has got onto that camera angle. That's my favourite camera angle in the game. That is. Cheetah pressing Carvon as well as he looks to recover from his earlier spin. But the top 9 are fairly close together, I'd say, and then there's a large gap to the Taurus and P10.
top 10, well, top 9 from first to second is 12.8 seconds.
Yeah, that's probably as close as it's been for quite a long time. And lap 8 as well. When do you expect the soft runners, or super soft runners, to make their first pit stop?
Round lap 9 or 10. That's basically, you go on lap 9 or 10, you go into the softs and go to the end.
Yeah,
Pretty
so
simple, really.
it'd be interesting to see which McLaren will pit first. I don't know if they're in a game chat together. Trillo goes wide at Spoon. It's going to give onto the podium maybe an opportunity to 130. No, I think Chiller's got a bit more straight line speed, and maybe Slipstream might have gone. I don't really know at this stage.
Yeah, that's gone. You're not getting that much. This is why
might-
Slipstream is crucial.
But he might maybe make a move in the braking zone. No, and he's gone slightly wide. Got a bit of grass there on the exit, and it takes a lot of curb there on that chicane. And it does have DRS. Rocco and Abiodun pit, so Abiodun is gone onto the medium tyre. And Rocco front wing change, and he's going to go into the medium tyre as well. So, and Frome is about half a second back from Bad Boy now. So Frome is having a really good race here today. And Asuka has dropped off slightly. Oh, he was sorry, I was thinking of something else there. But Asuka about 2.5 seconds down on the top 2. But onto the podium.
Yeah, it's gone past me.
I'm looking at
that wing
Williams.
gap is really. Onto the podium we got past Chulo, and Chulo is really struggling with that front wing now. It's going to be difficult for him until he pits.
Yeah, so soft runners, when do you expect them to pit?
Round lap 16 to 18.
Alright, okay. What is the advantage of starting on the soft tyres compared to the super soft tyres, or is it? I don't understand why they do that.
Usually when you start on the softs, you have a slower first stint, but then when you box for the supers, you have all the pace, and you can just really push on and just catch everyone, because those super soft runners are going to the softs, and you're already on the soft, so it's about equal. You're only losing time due to tire wear, and if you're fast enough, you can just gain that time back through the pace difference. So you can just stretch those softs around lap 17, put on the supers, be way faster than everyone else, and just overtake much easier and pull away much easier. So
Right, onto podium is no other word for it. It's winning the Grand Prix on lap 10 of this race as people are starting to pit. Bad Boy has gone to the medium tyres, Ascot has gone to the medium tyres, but very interestingly, 5 frames, he's gone to another set of soft tyres. Or no, he's starting with super soft, didn't he? He's gone to a set of soft tyres. Interesting strategy from him. So yeah, and Carwell not too far behind. There's Chilla's in the Williams sandwich at a minute, and Cheetah is obviously in the party as well. Ascot picks up a 30-second time penalty. So yeah, this battle was up and down the track. So yeah, it's got a great race here in the early stages. As Chile runs slightly wide there, coming out the spoon as he does done for a couple of laps now.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about putting one on the softs really. I'm more surprised about the other guys going on the mediums because I'm pretty sure softs will last. I mean, I know I have terrible tyre wear, but they last for me. But anyway,
Chillo.
Yeah, around the outside, he tries it.
Oh, contact!
Turns in on him. That's purely just him.
Onto the podium, goes into the pit lane. Oh dear.
That will probably be a Stewart's incident because that was just onto the podium turning and just closing the door when the door was was filled with people.
I don't know. I think it's hard not. I don't know. I think it's 50-50 myself. But anyway, Carwell takes over the lead of this race in the medium tyres, and he's got Chillo behind him, recovering from that incident. Cheetah has dropped back slightly. He stayed out quite a long time. Oh no, did he pit? Let's go find out. No, he hasn't pitted yet, so he's staying out quite long on those super soft tyres. Abiodun is a net P1. He's only a few seconds behind these guys, so yeah. Frome right behind Bad Boy now, also on that quicker tyre. So yeah, it's interesting to see what's going to develop for the rest of the race. So it was on lap 11.
Yeah, well, from still keeping up Bad Boy, but doesn't have pace to overtake him yet. So that's slipstream coming into effect, mainly, I think. But with the tyre difference, this should be interesting, really, to see if Bad Boy can defend this.
Yeah, I think he's got enough gap of him in for the moment. Trying to play slipstream if there is any, but Frame will have DRS, but I think it's a token DRS zone, to be honest. I think it's a waste of time being on this track. But anyway, he's got right to the back of him now in the braking zone.
Wait, what's a waste of time?
The DRS zone on this track.
I mean, you have to have a DRS zone to just try overtake.
I don't think it's... Well, Frame gets on the grass. Bad Boy on the leg brakes.
Was moving all over. I think Bad Boy committed to the outside, but then all of a sudden switched to the inside, but then all of a sudden moved to the outside again. I think that was just, yeah, that can be penalizable.
Don't know if that is, but Abiodun right on the back of Cheetah now, who's yet to pit. So yeah, we're looking to go back into the podium positions, and he does so, gets the hairpin. Cheetah will have to go back on the inside, but it will not have the tyres to do, I don't think.
Interesting that Cheetah has stayed out so long.
Yeah, I think he's got decent tyre wear, I think, and that's why he does that. But he loses a lot of time, I think. That's the problem for doing that. But anyway, yeah, so Abiodun looks to close down Chillo now. And I have to say, Carwell doing a half-decent job there in first place. 3 seconds in front of Chillo now, who has wing damage. But interesting to see how far Carwell can go on those medium tyres.
Yeah, Alice Killer all over the back of Frome now, so this could be interesting to see, really, as anything can happen. But yeah, Chillo and Chi are now pitting. I suspect Chillo will go onto the mediums now because it'll be tight to go onto the supers. And Chillo goes
on super softs and a front wing change as Rocco does the fastest lap of the race.
He'll have to do about half the race on the supers, which is a tough ask as the Taurus gets a 5 second stop to go. So interesting from Chillo that he decides to do that. I mean, he had to use a different tyre combo, but it's going to be interesting to see if he can last those super softs.
Okay, lap 13 gives you an update on the constructors' battle. McLaren net P1 and 2 scored as BUA 9 retired. Sorry to interrupt myself, and he's lost it coming out in 130i. He's had a big collision there. So yeah, he's lost his wing. So yeah, not a good end to the season, or beginning or middle of the season for his wheel eventually falls off. So yeah, not good for him. There's just down to 11 runners now. But yeah, as I was saying, the McLarens are net P1 and 2, scoring 28 points. As Rocco in P6, only scoring 5 at this stage.
Yeah, not really good for Rocco, but remember, Carl still has to bid, so he'll be in P5s, and he'll probably catch up to Alice Killer and get that moved on P4, and then probably I'd say P3. It'll be difficult, but I'm pretty sure he'll be able to get P3, which would be thrown if everything stays like this. So it's possible for him to gain more, but I can't see him winning the championship right now.
No, definitely not. But he's got the driver's title on his back already, so he's going to walk away with one title. But anyway, Abiona within 2 seconds of Carwell now. Who's still yet to bet as Frome picks up a 32nd time penalty, which is not good. As Alice Killer is right on his gearbox now. As Frome is right, it's caught right to the back of Bad Boy again. So Bad Boy is not having is one of his best races tonight. He's looks like he's struggling slightly.
Yeah, well, remember he is on the mediums and Frome is on the softs.
So that's very true. I stand corrected. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's go on.
No.
No, I was just gonna. You go first.
Okay, if anything, really, Bad Boy has done a great job keeping in front right now, because really, technically speaking, soft should be about 8-10 stats per lap, so to just keep that gap, that gain to a minimum. So yeah, I'd say really just GG on Bad Boy and lasting the tyres.
Fair enough, as Rocco does the fastest lap of the race. About 5 seconds behind Alice Killer now. Yeah, so when you expect Carwell to make his pit stop?
I think lap 19 or so. I mean, the medium should last around there. I mean, if he is bad on tyres, like really bad, it'd probably be lap 17, but I suspect it will be about lap 19 or somewhere around there.
Yeah, he's coming under a bit of pressure now from Abiodun. So yeah, the yellow flag is set to 1. Trying to find out who that is. And it's Chulo. He's span it in VBS's, which is a shame for him.
Just saying, Frome is making a move on Bad Boy. We'll try around on the inside of Spoon. Bad Boy leaves enough space, but yeah, Bad Boy will get a better run off Spoon and into 130R. It was pretty close, but Bad Boy did well to defend. But I don't think this battle's over with
Chulo retires.
Yeah, Chulo retires, and from gaining so much time, we'll try around the outside, but well done from Bad Boy to block him off there. But now Frome will come back at him once again. DRS open as we head onto the straight, round the outside. This move should be done before turn 1, I'd say, or just about on turn 1, and yeah, turn 1 move done, and Frome up into P2 theoretically, really.
Okay, and Alice Killer fancies a bit of that as well. He's caught up to the back of Bad Boy now, so Bad Boy drops to P4. Net P3 though when Carwell pits, so it's still looking okay for the McLaren team as it stands. Rocco not really making any headway on Alice Killer, as we said, despite putting in a couple of fastest laps. Well, I said that, he just closed to half a second. Tom Killer pits, so he'll be going to, well, he just kind of pits, he's on the next set of softs, comes out just about Notorious. Only 10 runners left in the race. Charles is still technically there, but he's left the session. So yeah, about 12 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, and I've missed that. Abby Oden has taken the lead of this race. I've missed that in all of that. So yeah, will Carwell pit this lap? Probably not. Let's see.
No, I don't know. No, definitely no. Alice Killer, this could be a chance on the straight. Depends how much grip he's got. Could be an overtaking opportunity. Cromwell's running very low winds, which helped him on the straight end. Well, not so much for Alice, as he is not doing the best in the straights.
No, Bad Boy was helped having DRS from foam as well, so that would have helped him. Rocco is about 4 seconds back from his guy with 11 laps to go, so Chulo has left the session, so there wasn't any slipstream gone. It's gone now. But Bad Boy still sticking with foam as they're coming up to lap a Mercedes. Is that in front of them? I believe that must be Notorious. No, it's not. It's Carwell. My bad. So yeah, Abby Odin's stretching out to 2-second lead now. So Carwell might be able to help. As Carwell's gone slightly wide, so Carwell might be helping Abby Odin here by bunching these guys up. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, just a matter of patience now to see who's going to make a move or not. Everything seems stable really at this moment in time. So yeah, nothing much I can say really. But Alex really lay on his brakes, really catching Bad Boy. He stepped up a gear now. Really just gaining on Bad Boy by a lot sometimes. But Carl pits, so no worries of him. So yeah, no worries of him. And now only worries of the guys in front for Alex.
He's going to come out. I can see his teammate coming down the pit straight. So it'll just be behind onto the podium, I believe. Yeah, but he's going to have much better tyres. So, yeah, a decent slip lap for Carwell. Comes out in P7. Should probably definitely get P6 from there, I think. Probably not going to be too far behind Rocco, I'd say. But, yeah, decent race from him there as Tom Killer gets the fastest lap of the race, but I believe he pits up a penalty as well.
Yeah, setting the fastest laps, I mean, that's really all for glory. And I mean, if you're out of the race, why not do it? And, well, Carl, P5 is a possibility, but it depends how much you gain. Because, well, 9 laps left. He can get, theoretically can get P5, but it's going to be difficult, and really depends on his super stint.
Yeah. Alice dropping off slightly from the back of Bad Boy now. He's out of the DRS range for the minute. So Bad Boy is still in touching distance of Frame. It's interesting to see how well Frame can do on those soft tyres for the rest of his race. If he's got a decent tyre wear, he should be okay. Rocco ever so slightly closing in now. He's about 3.5 seconds back. And then there's a big gap now to onto the podium, and 30 seconds back down as well. So yeah, the top 5 is pretty much set in stone. It's just a matter of who finishes in what position. As Bad Boy, yeah, it's probably too far back to make a move at this stage.
Yeah, you really don't want to be going side by side through the deck notes unless you're really confident and have trust with the guy you're racing, guy or gal. So, yeah, you just really about overtaking. You have to have trust in each other. If you don't have trust, everything will go wrong.
No, I was thinking more about the hairpin really, but anyway.
I was talking about overtaking in general.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Abby Odin stretching out with lead now. He's about 3.5 seconds lead. So he's having a decent final race, but as Bad Boy looking just moving behind Throne's mirrors there, just to let him know he's there. As Carwell picks up a 3-second time penalty. I think that's his first of the race, I believe, which is amazing for lap 20 or 19 he's on. He's usually disqualified by this stage.
So Carl could make a move onto the podium. Looks for a move. Oh, he's got weight damage now. He's really tried to move. And
oh my god.
That's just. Well, I'd say Carl really moved too late and in the back of Connor, but Connor, well, Carl shut the door, but Connor still went for it, and then he just ran him out of road completely. So I think Carl will be really reporting Connor to the stewards. I mean, Connor has been involved in multiple incidents through that chicane, and I mean, some of them are really just unacceptable.
Yeah, Williams have committed the ultimate sin, and that is not crashing into your teammate. So yeah, not good for them, and especially Carwell just pitting on the super softs as well.
And so, I mean, best teammate awards go to onto the podium and Carwell for being able to fight with each other every single race, ruin each other's races, but still be teammates. So
yeah,
I think that's awardable.
Yeah, but he in PSGL you don't always get the teammate you want. So
sometimes you don't get a teammate.
Sometimes you get a teammate and he stabs you in the back and leaves you for someone else. But anyway, Bad Boy now.
I want to win the constructors.
Whatever, Bad Boy now. Yeah, is still on the back of the gearbox of Throne. Oh my god, I just knocked something over. That's not good. Anyway, yeah, lap 21. 7 laps to go in this race.
I'm going to stick with Carwell because this could be interesting to be.
Oh yeah, it's Carwell just gained massively onto the podium there. Those super soft tyres. Did they get any wing damage? I didn't see that.
Yes.
Who?
That's why I was like, yeah, this is going to go into the stewards.
Well, who got wing damage?
Well, Carwell has wing damage.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if Carl just straight lines his hairpin now. Okay. I mean, Carl isn't really gaining that much, to be fair, because of that wing damage, so it's really tricky for him.
Yeah.
To be fair, and Bad Boy could look for a move on From. Look for it, wasn't able to do it. Tried the double switchback move, and oh, he's lost the back end. He's lost the back end, but he saved it very well. Saved it very well. He saved it basically, okay? So great stuff from him there.
Yeah, Throne is going to have some sort of tyre degradation now. He's losing time to Abiodun, but that might be due to the battle he's having with Bad Boy. Alice Killer made some bit of headway now as he's 1 second behind this group, and Rocco after putting in some quick laps, only 1.5 seconds down there. And Carwell does get past onto the podium. Unfortunately, I just missed that, so he's made his way into P6. Should pretty much keep that position, unless he has another incident somewhere on the road. But yeah, I think that was going to be a P6 anyway, no matter what happened. So yeah. As Rocco is within a second now of Alice Killer, so 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, and 5 all very close together now.
Yeah, so really, I can see a P2 for Rocco at this moment. He has 5 laps to do it. Well, yeah, 5 laps to do it, and I see that possible. So anything happening? Oh, Carwell has lost time, and now Cheer can look for a move onto the podium on the inside, makes that move done and dusted, and pretty nicely done there.
So cheated, made up 2 places there. He's got a pair of the Williams drivers. As Carwell will try and get past onto the podium again.
Yeah,
for
goes
the,
on
for
the
the third
inside,
time. Sorry, for the third time this race. Yeah.
Collided. Oh no, not the chicane. Not the chicane. Oh no, this is not going to end well. Surprisingly, so congratulations on these drivers for not causing a civil war in the final chicane.
Okay, so with 5 laps to go in the final race of the season, it is McLaren scoring 26 points and Rocco only scoring 6, I believe. So it's still looking good for the McLaren team to regain, well, to take the constructors' title. But anything can happen in the closing stages. Where was Robot Sophie when you needed him or her?
No, I'm done. Goodbye. Anyway, so Walker, about 5 tenths behind Alice Killer. It's going to be difficult to get past him without slipstream, really. So it'll be interesting to see what he can cook up. He'll really have to burn that fuel to get the most straight line out of the car. So it could be tough. It could be easy. It depends really what Alice Killer can do and if he can compose himself from the 375 penalty.
Oh, so not good for him. I think he's picked. That's the second one he's picked up, I believe.
I'm not going to confirm.
No, please don't.
I'm neither going to say he. Basically, I'm just not going to say.
That was with an anticlimax, but anyway. So the Williams guys are still battling away, and actually Chi hasn't got that far ahead of them, to be honest. So 6, 7 and 8, they're still very close together. I love that camera. Oh, that's bad news for Rocco. I believe that's his second penalty of the race as well. So yeah, it's all happening in the final stages as Bad Boy, right on the back of Frome now, almost pushed him along the circuit. And they've kind of got a little bit clear now of the Haas and the Force India behind them.
Yeah, well, what?
What?
I was just focusing on Sal. You said something, I just completely ignored it. Anyways, walk up. Yeah, that penalty is really going to affect him. He's going to have to really push now to win the constructors now. So it's really unlikely now. 3 laps left for these guys. No DRS, it's Walko DRS, and he's paused it. He's paused it. Okay,
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
He's lost so much time. That's it. I think that's done.
Yeah, I think he's got about a snowball's chance in hell of winning this constructors title, but with Aberdeen having a 4.5 second lead of this quartet now. So yeah, decent final race of the season for Abbey Odin as he looks to go to F2 next season. But yeah, it's been as Alex Killer picks up a 3-second time penalty. But I think it's been a very enjoyable final race of the season. I don't know what you've thought of it.
Yeah, it's been pretty enjoyable to commentate on, and now P2 to P5 now basically all in a single train, all cars within a second of the car in front, apart from Chrome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, this should be interesting. Bad Boy could make a move on From soon. From's tires will be starting to wear out, so this could be interesting. Will Bad Boy be able to launch up the inside? No, he doesn't. He sticks behind, waits for the hairpin, and well, not the hairpin, the chicane. Tries around the outside. From leaves the room, but yeah, Bad Boy can't make that move stick. From though has got that run, and well, parks the car beautifully to stop Bad Boy's run getting any better. And now Bad Boy looks for the outside, can't try it, and From nearly gets cut off there, but has to sell for P3 now as well, Walker just sits behind and looks at his title traveling to the McLaren garage now.
Yeah, I kind of want that. Want for him to keep that third place. It'll be the first time he's been on the podium since Canada, I believe. But yeah, hopefully he can stay in front of the Haas and the Force India. But it looks like he's having tyre degradation in the final stages of this race. They're on the penultimate lap now, so he's going to do well to defend that P3. So yeah, McLaren 1-2 at the minute. So yeah, the constructors is done. Is going to the McLaren. So a great final race of the season for them as Carwell picks up another 3-second time penalty. So yeah, Carwell just dropped off to the back of onto the podium now. So Carwell doesn't want to risk further wing damage. Alex Keller looks like back of Frome, late on the brakes, but Frome, yeah, very good at defending. But as Rocco would like to capitalise.
Yeah, on the inside, drops down though. Alex just has that straight line. That's really going to help Alex now. And nobody's going to gain anything. Walker though, lucky son of a bitch to not get any wing damage though. That was insane, the reaction times. Great stuff from Walker really to avoid that. Could have been calamities on the last lap. Felt like it could have really affected anything, but so will Walker be able to make a move? Not yet. Alex Keller goes wide.
Went on a bit of gravel.
Yep, defends that position very well though. So he's not losing that much time, really, as he's part of the bus. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the grid order secured now, unless something happens like crashes.
Yeah, so, they're coming around the spoon for the very final time of this race. And I'm going to quickly go on board with Avi Oden as he looks to go through 130R. And he will win the final race of the F3 season. And he will take home the Constructors' trophy with him and Bad Boy, so that's great stuff for them.
Yeah,
and Frome is gonna. He does get that third place. Yeah, it's brilliant stuff for him. Onto the podium on the back of cheating now. Will you get that P6?
Well, no, I don't think so. Yeah,
no.
Chi parked it beautifully. Can't do the podium interviews also, sorry.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, so 6th and 7th cheating onto podium. Carwell will come back and, well, P9. Tom Killer picks up that P8 and Notorious. He's had a bit of a miserable race, that has to be said. Tom Killer picking up the fastest lap of the race on that final lap. So yeah, great stuff. So yeah, we're just going to wait for Notorious to finish the race now. Then Ash, if you could, for the final time this season, go through the final standings of the race.
No problemo. So yeah, Notorious rounding it off now. Rounding up through the last corner now, and well, that's the last race for Formula 3 in the second season of PSGL on this 2017 game. So congrats to everyone who finished the season, and congrats to Waco and McLaren's Abbey Oden Bad Boy for their titles. And we'll witness for the last time this season the podium going onto the podium, and they're just enjoying themselves really. So now Abbey Oden wins this race once again. GG on that. Battle Boy comes P2 to secure the Constructors title. From will come in P3, first podium latest podium since Canada. With Alex Killer and P4 decent drive, he got a penalty on lap 25 according to him. Welcome comes P5, not the race he wanted, with G and P6 about 23 or so seconds behind, 27 actually. P7 onto the podium, a bit of controversy with Carwell, Tom in P8, and yeah, Carwell in P9. Onto the podium, Carwell will be having a good meeting there to discuss what was going on there, and Notorious rounds up the top 10 and the finishers for this Japanese Grand Prix.
Yeah, well, like I said to you earlier, Ash, thank you for the season, and I may or may not see you next season, but anyway, whatever you do, good luck, and yeah, thanks for the season.
Yeah, thanks to you too for letting me co-commentate. It's been a pleasure. Really enjoyed it. Had so much fun. Especially Australia. That was the best thing ever. So yeah, thanks for that. Thank you to all the viewers who watched. And yeah, Ash out.
Right, yeah, I'm going to do the podium interviews, ladies and gentlemen, so I'll just invite them into the party. Okay, hopefully they should be with us very soon. And the McLaren boys are here. I'm just going to give it a few seconds and to wait to see if Frome is going to join us. And he's here. So awesome, guys, and congratulations to all of you for to be on the podium for the final race this season. And a massive congrats to both Abby Oden for not only the race win but for the constructors title as well. And congratulations to Bad Boy for the constructors. Abby Oden, obviously, you won the driver's title this season. It wasn't to be, but how did you feel about taking the constructors title this season?
It's good considering me and Bad Boy didn't score points for the first 3 races, so it's good to come back strong and take the title.
Cool. And how did you feel when you? What was you thinking when you started the race and you saw that Robot Sophie wasn't here? Did you? Was that gave you guys a bit of a smile, or was you just like confident anyway?
Yeah. If she was here, I don't think we would have been as confident, but that she wasn't racing, that made us a bit more confident and let us to push a bit more.
Okay, so obviously a very pivotal moment in the race, getting past Rocco into turn 1. But after you did that, it was pretty much plain sailing from there. Do you want to just tell us how your race went?
After I pitted, I got stuck behind Cheetah, Carwell. It wasn't easy getting past them, but after that it was just, yeah, like you said, plain sailing to the end.
Good stuff, great stuff. Bad Boy, bit more complicated race for you. You had a great start, but you got stuck behind Frome after the pit stops. So how did you feel at that point? Did you think oh god, I've lost position here, or was you confident you could get past him again?
Once he got, I knew he was going to get past me at one point because he was obviously on the pressure. He was on not pressure tyres, but he was on quicker tyres. So yeah. I knew he was going to get past. When he got past, I got worried because I saw Bocco coming. I didn't want the pressure to come down on the final few laps. And then I saw that I had the stream on in the background, heard he had a penalty. Still was really urgent to get past because I knew at that time Bocco didn't have a penalty. And he was closing fast, and then it took about 10 laps to eventually get past him and then get through.
Okay, GG to you guys. Frome, congratulations. I believe it's your first podium since Canada. I tell you what, it's great to.
Sounds about right.
It was great seeing you, Bad Boy, and then Alice Killer and Rocco. We're not too far behind, especially in the closing laps of the race. Yeah, tell us how it went for you out there.
Pretty terrible. I picked the wrong tyre going into my stock, so I was supposed to go into mediums, but I was kind of in last chicane. I was frantically picking tyres, so yeah, I shouldn't have been on softs really, but it kind of worked out okay. I was going to two-stock, but you know, I thought I'd have been nowhere, so I thought I'll just see if the tyres will last, but yeah, I think Bad Boy had kind of way too much pace at end because I just couldn't turn the car in. But yeah, congrats to those two because that's an almighty comeback in constructors. So well done, guys.
So it was a great strategy call, but actually wasn't as great a strategy call.
Yeah, accidental strategy call.
Oh, right, okay. Well, congratulations on your P3. Abby Odin, I believe you're going to F2 next season. So what's your hopes for next season?
I'm just hoping to have a good season, really. Not going for anything, just have a good season. Do nothing stupid. Yes.
Okay, Bad Boy. Obviously, your constructor's title, mate, there is leaving you for pastures new. So, what's your thoughts for next season about another teammate and your own bid to become a drivers' championship, maybe?
Well, for next season, I don't think I'll get a better teammate than what I'll be on then. Good luck to you in F2.
Thank you.
I'm hoping for a decent teammate who I don't have to try and carry around, and I'm going to try and go for the drivers next season.
Okay, and Frame, it's been I'm going to put a challenging season for you this year, but
It started okay.
yeah, you picked up 3 podiums, and that's no mean feat. So yeah, what's your hopes and aspirations for next year?
I think just some consistency. If I'd have had a second half of the season like first half of the season, it'd have been pretty decent really. So obviously we like Walker, Abiodun going up it. I don't know what pace the F5 guys are that are coming up, so it's hard to tell, you know, who's going to be quickest sort of at the moment, but obviously Bad Boy's going to be right up there, so just some more podiums and a bit of consistency, I'll be happy with that really.
Okay, cool. Well, my final question of the season to all of you. I'll start with first to third. What were your thoughts about the race today? The real race, I mean. Start with you, Abby. Yeah.
The first half pretty boring. Second half, after the safety car, really interesting, and with the Verstappen and Vettel crashing, that made it even better. So it was a good race all round.
Yeah, and to you, Bad Boy.
Like everyone said, first half was very boring until the Soros was crashing into each other and brought out the safety car. Brilliant strategy by Red Bull. Verstappen just has been reckless throughout the start of the season. I did say get someone from Toro Rosso to replace him, but they did the exact same thing. So, like, Verstappen just, I don't know what he's doing. Ricardo had an excellent race, even though he only just was able to make it into qualifying, yeah.
Okay, and Frame, you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, just the same really. I think the safety car saved the race really. It was looking a bit dull, wasn't it? But Yeah, can I just say cheers to you, JP, for comment. Where's Ash anyway?
He's gone.
He's gone to bed. Cheers for commentating anyway all season. You guys have been quality.
Yeah, always a pleasure, Frome. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's pretty much us wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you to everyone who's watched the streams this year, and I just want to say thank you to you guys and the rest of the F3 grid for making it such an entertaining season. A special mention to Frizzo for giving me one of the biggest laughs I've ever had, ever, really, not just in gaming, but ever. That's going to live with me for a long time. So yeah, thanks for that, Frizzo. And it's been a pleasure. It really has been. And yeah, I don't know what I'll do next season, but if I do F3, I'm sure it'll be just as good next season. So yeah. So that's me wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you on the 6th of May, I believe. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy the off season in whatever you do, and yeah, be safe.